What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. It's in full effect. Work's been busy. Packages have been flowing. It's here. A couple more weeks to go, and then it's over. So time will fly, I'm sure, like it always does every single year around this time. Due to my job, isn't like I really get to enjoy it that much. But do what I can. Nick, how are you? I'm sure you're getting your ass kicked too because of the holidays.
Yeah, well, it's normally the week of that we really get massacred. Week of Thanksgiving, we got massacred. Next weekend is when it'll really start. It'll kick into high gear. We'll get massacred. But it's I'm doing all right, man. Like we talked about off air before we got started, both our football teams are having good seasons. We're healthy. We're alive. What's there to complain about? It's been all right. It's been all right.
How's the weather out there in Ohio?
So we had this weird, like, quote unquote warm front the past couple days where it was like in the low 50s, and then it's dropping overnight and it's gonna snow tomorrow. So Ohio, man. That's basically
So we are getting now what you had, because it was mid 50s yesterday, about 60 today. Supposed to drop snow. So
yeah, makes sense.
Usual bullshit.
Yep.
I know. Was that last week? I know. Yeah, last week we got like 8 inches, maybe 9 inches. Did you get any snow last week?
All right, good for you, Matt.
I knew you were gonna go there. I knew it.
I mean, we got like a dusting. It was like I don't even think it was an inch, but we've had that like 3 or 4 times already this year, where it's like it's enough to like put a little covering on the road on your car and everything like that, but it doesn't really last. We haven't had like a true snow yet, though. I would imagine it's coming soon, man. I would.
Yep, it's coming right on your face. Yeah. So we already had 2. So I had fucking shitty tires in my FedEx truck. Bitched about it. Now I got brand new ones. So that's what you got to do. Got to bitch. Got to be the Karen just for a little bit.
You didn't have to pay for them either. So, hey, win-win.
No. And then, unfortunately, was that this week? No, it was last week. I got hit in my FedEx truck. So that was fun. But
nice. Hell yeah.
Yep. Little young guy speeding, couldn't brake, swerved. It's good.
Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, man. Let's go. Yeah. All right. Got hit.
He fucked up his way more than my FedEx truck, so
I'd imagine. I'd imagine.
But yeah, tonight we're gonna talk Christmas horror. There's plenty of them, especially if you go on Tubi. You can watch a million of them, and they're all terrible. But you can check them out if you want, because they're there.
Yeah.
None of those are gonna make this list, at least mine. So ain't worrying about that one damn bit. Let's say hello real quick to the chat, and then we'll get into our list. Oh, somebody wants 8 to 9 inches. That's what I'm talking about. I like it.
That's right. That's right.
Montre, what's up? Big Rod. Big Rod takes 9 inches. No shit about it. Adrian, what's up? The other horror channel, what's going on? Blu-ray Addict. Ashton, what's up? Dean, how's it going, buddy? Allie Girl, how are you? Oh, nice people talking to yourselves. You guys are lovely. Lost River Drive-In guy. He's cool. I like him. That's Nick. Yeah. Blu-ray. What's up, Blu-ray? Aaron Click. What's going on, buddy? Maga Cat. How are you? Blu-ray says, what did you guys think about the 28 years later trailer?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matt. I hated 28 days later. Made me nauseous trying to watch that awful shaky cam. So I never saw 28 weeks, but I'm happy for everybody because I know there's a lot of fans and people have been waiting a long time coming for this. So I watched it. I watched the trailer. I thought it looked good.
It did.
Maybe I need to watch 28 weeks because I've never seen it. I'm telling you, man, 28 days really, really, really is hard to watch. It is so shaky and low budget. It's hard.
I might have seen 28 days once. Wasn't a fan. 28 weeks later, I did enjoy that one more. In this trailer, I thought it looked great. Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it, so I'm pretty much sold. So
I'm going to see Craven on Thursday. I don't care. I really don't care.
it looks good. It looks real good.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I'll get to go see it, but I definitely want to see it. I didn't know it was rated R, unfortunately, so I won't take.
Oh, you're not old enough. Yeah,
the kids. Shit. Not that they pay attention anyway.
No, you're not old enough, Matt.
I'm only 16.
Yeah,
I can barely drive. No, I do want to see it though. I mean, compared to the other Sony movies, I mean, this might be the best one in the Spider-Man universe.
I love the Venom movies. I do.
They're good.
I love all three of them. I think they all have their place. They're definitely not high art. But I dig those movies a lot. Morbius is not good, but I had fun with it. Never saw Madam Web. Thought it looked absolutely terrible. And everybody said it was absolutely terrible. So I don't think I ever need to see it.
You don't?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I've never seen Morbius. Obviously, I've never seen Madam Web. I haven't seen the newest Venom movie. I will though eventually, but I haven't seen it. I like the first two, and I like Let There Be Carnage a lot, which most people didn't like. So,
yeah, no, this one is. Look, it's basically like if you're not in with Venom at this point, you're not going to be. So don't go see, or don't watch Venom: The Last Dance if you haven't liked the first two, because you're just not going to like it. Like it just gets sillier and goofier, and I love it.
I definitely need to check it out. I don't think I've talked to you since. I did finally see Terrifier 3. I'm not on the Terrifier train like everybody else, so it was fine. I like the second one better.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at with that. I think the third one might be technically it's the best of the three when it comes to just like how it looks, acting, all that kind of stuff, budget. But I don't know. I think I might like 2 better as well. I think I do. I think I said that. Yeah, I said that in my review day of. I was like, I still like 2 better. So yeah, two's my favorite too.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of horror movies on Christmas that don't bother me, but for some reason that one kind of got on my nerves. I don't know why. But it is what it is. I know everybody loves to art the clown and whatnot, but I don't know. I like Sienna. I'll give you that. Sienna's she's a great final girl. She's the best part of the movie, to be honest.
But she was great in 3. I mean, she was great in 3. I thought her acting was like leaps and bounds better than everybody else in that movie. Like, I just not saying the other acting was bad, although gotta say, man, really was not a fan of Elliot Fulham in the third one. I thought he did decent in the second one. I did not like his acting in the third one. I was like, what happened to you? Did you forget how to act?
He wasn't in it that long.
No, he wasn't, but it seemed like his face, man, like he just had to take a shit. Like the whole movie. I didn't fuck with it.
He was at college. He was partying hard. That's what he was doing.
Yeah,
good for him. Good for him, but I'm assuming it's going to be on your list of top 10, but I could be wrong. But I'll let you kick it off. I figured with your number 10.
My number 10 is going to be Inside, and I'm specifically referencing the American one because I have not seen the foreign one. At least I don't think I have. Maybe I have them confused. I don't know. I've only seen one version of Inside, and so I know people say, "Oh, the American one sucks." If that's the case, and that's the one I like, then I'm sure the French one, or I think it's French, is probably even better. But I dig it, man. My ex-wife and I watched it for the first time a couple weeks before our son was born. So obviously horrible timing, but I thought I dug it, man. I really did. I thought that it was that idea, that premise is really creepy, and like I think that. Once you get near the end of the movie and they're outside and the pool and stuff and all the Christmas decorations and yada, yada, like I really dug it. I don't know, but there's something sinister about the concept that I felt like I just watched it at the right time. And it just worked for me. So yeah, that'll be my first one.
I've never seen Inside. So I heard you talk about it before. It sounds interesting, but
it's good.
I've never seen it.
It's good. I like it.
I didn't even know it was a Christmas movie.
Yes.
It's weird. That's very weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird topic to discuss around horror or Christmas, but that's whatever. I'm debating. My number 10 is going to be Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, the toy maker.
Okay.
Obviously it's bonkers, crazy off the wall. It's like Toy Story, but they kill people, so that's pretty cool. The fucking kid's son is, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, the movie's old, and if you haven't seen it, you're probably not gonna see it. But I don't know. The whole ending is fucking creepy as fuck. It's fucking mannequin doll thing, and yeah, what's his name? Pino? Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah,
Pino.
Pino, bro.
Pino.
Yeah. It's a play on Pinocchio.
Pino.
Yeah.
His dad or whatever. He
Mhm.
was in like Full House, I think, in a couple of. He worked at the toy
Yeah.
store in Full House, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And obviously the acting's not great. It's not. It's supposed to be Christmas, but if I'm not mistaken, and it's like looks really warm and sunny. So
Yeah, it was filmed in California.
that
so.
makes a lot of sense. Then why there's no Christmas environment aesthetic. I don't know. It's just weird being the fifth one in that franchise. It's just not a kind of is a slasher, but not really. I don't know what it is. The kills are kind of gnarly with the toys and that couple's having sex and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
The Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise has never shied away from the sex.
No.
There's a buttload of it in every movie.
So it's not a popular one probably, but I'm gonna go with Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5.
Okay. Well, it's funny because I'm going to piggyback off that, and I'm going to do Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5, The Toy Maker for number 9.
Oh.
There are 2 movies in this series that I genuinely like, and this is one of them. And this is one that you're not going to find me defending this movie like it's high art, okay? I'm not stupid. I was born. I wasn't born yesterday, okay? Look, it's wild. It's funny unintentionally at times. It's actually a cool concept, like that ball toy killing thing, like that's kind of weird. I like the whole like play on like Pinocchio, like Pino, like he's a real boy type thing. Like there's direct parallels to that, which I think is kind of tongue in cheek and funny. But yeah, I mean it's not great, guys. But like, listen, watch that franchise back to like front to back. Tell me it's great. It's really mostly dog shit. And this was the franchise that I went through 2 years ago, where I was like, all right, this December I'm going to watch every single one because I couldn't remember if I'd seen all of them, and I hadn't seen 3 and 4 until 2 years ago. And I'll just spoil it, guys. Skip 3 and 4; they're not good at all.
Skip them.
Yeah. And then the remake, Silent Night, I did a video on that on my channel, and I got some pushback. There's some fans of that movie, but man, did I find that movie to be just a slog. Like, I was not a fan of that movie.
The remake?
So, yeah, not a fan. Yeah. Okay. So, Toy Maker's number 9.
Okay, I'm going to flip mine out because I can't have 4 movies from this franchise in this list. So I got to kick it out. All right, this one's kicked out. Number 9 for me. It's probably going to be higher for you, maybe. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. Just rewatched it again. Is it the greatest Christmas horror movie ever made? No.
Maybe.
Does the robot act like a robot? No, not really. It's clearly a guy walking around, but they did what they did. The aesthetic, it looks Christmassy. I don't know. It's fucking red as fuck. Bright in your face. The snow. I was debating if that snow walking down the street was fake. I mean, clearly it is because that was.
Oh, it's so fucking fake. Yeah,
it was just where they were standing. I was like, wait a minute, there's no snow anywhere else.
Yeah.
Getting an ass eaten out in a what was that, a CD shop or something? That's
nice.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna eat that ass right now.
Hey, good for him. Good for him. Less fear, man. Just go for it. Yeah, so hell yeah.
He's eating the ass, and then the other 2 people have a VJ eating session for approximately 25 minutes because that's how long it took him to get her off, I guess.
Yeah.
That
scene's a little too long. I'll agree. Yeah. That's like, do we really need this in the movie
for that fucking long? I mean, at least they didn't have sex, I guess, right? He didn't stick anything in, just a little taste. Kills were cool. It's not really one of my favorites, but I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. First time I watched it, I hated it. I didn't like it at all.
You're acting like you're scratching the bottom of the barrel here for 9. Like, it's fine, I guess. Like, come on, dude.
I tried to make a list.
Did you check it twice?
I did, and I don't like the movies that are after it on my rankings, so I'm not putting them on. You might have the one on here. I fucking can't stand it. So if you talk about it, I'll have to say why I hate it. But number 9, Christmas Bloody Christmas. It's kind of like, meh, it's fine.
Kind of like, meh, it's fine. All right. Coming in at number 8 for me. It's gonna be Better Watch Out.
Fuck.
Matt doesn't like this one, I don't think.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Is this the one you were just referencing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, look. It's funny, Matt. It's funny because I showed this a couple years ago. My ex-wife had her friends over around Christmas time, and they were like, let's watch a scary movie. You know all about scary Christmas movies. Like, pick one. We were on Netflix, and I was like, I don't know. You guys seen this? And they were like, no. And I showed it to all. They all thought it was stupid. Every single one of them thought it was stupid. I had already seen it, but I was like, okay, like, I guess I'm in the minority here. And it's not scary. But
no.
I dig the movie. It was surprising in a lot of ways for me. Obviously, the conceit is not what you think, which I thought was cool. It is so tongue-in-cheek and R-rated Home Alone in a lot of ways, and they directly call back to Home Alone, and I thought that was like perfect, because like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just do it. Like, call it out that you're like, hey, we're kind of homaging Home Alone. The little kid's a fucking asshole. And I completely agree with Blu-ray. The fact that we didn't get a sequel to that, especially after that ending, I want to see that little kid get murdered. Like, I want to see him get run over by a truck, like Gage from Pet Sematary style.
Yes.
But you know what? I have fun with it, man. I do. I have fun with it. It's again, with a lot of these Christmas horror movies, you're going to hear me say something, and it is factual. It's not high art. It's not going to make you think. It's not going to be like, wow, this movie literally shook me to my core. No, it's just dumb fun, and I liked it. So yeah.
I mean, you're not alone. I mean, on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it an 89%, and audience is 64%. So people like it. I hate the kid that much that I don't like it. I just fucking can't stand him. I know that's the point.
You would have liked the movie so much better if he died at the end. I know you would have. You would have been like, okay,
yeah. If he'd have died, I'd have loved it. But I couldn't stand him. He killed his fucking best friend. That pissed me the fuck off real bad. And that was the kid from The Visit, I believe. So I kind of had a little of attachment to him from that movie. The main final, I guess she's a final girl. She's the only girl. I mean, she was good. I liked her. The kid just ruined it.
Damn kids.
I won't watch it again. I watched it last year one more time. Give it a shot. I said, no, I hate it. I ain't watching it.
Wait, someone needs to make the kidless cut for Matt. Just take that kid out of the movie, edit it out, and he'll probably be like, this is actually good. I like this movie.
The paint thing, I mean, the Home Alone paint thing was cool, but
Mythbusters even said that's what would happen. Like, you would die. It wouldn't be like yeah. So
yeah. Okay. My number 8. This definitely probably isn't on your list. Probably not on anybody's list. I have ATM. Very simple premise. Like you said, this isn't art at all, but something about ATM being trapped in the ATM. Obviously,
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck's in it, which is another reason I really like this movie, because I like Josh Peck. In the way that it ends. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but yeah, the ending is just like, what the fuck? Like, it makes you mad, but that's mad in a better way than that stupid kid. It's just like a cat and mouse kind of game. A little claustrophobic in there. There's really not much you can do, since it's like fucking, I don't know, 2:00 in the morning or whatever in that movie. Because they had to go get some food, I think, is the reason they stopped there. And Josh Peck didn't have any money.
Yeah.
They probably should have just bought his food, and it could have saved them the whole trouble of this movie. You never get to see the killer. You don't know what he looks like. You don't know what his motive was at all. His getup is simple, but for some reason I like it. Kind of reminds me of the urban legend killer a little bit with the fur hood. Yeah, I dig it. I haven't watched it yet this year. I don't know if I will. But I like it. Like you said, Josh Peck has a lot to do with it.
Here we are again at a crossroads, because I hate it. I watched it last year. I thought it was ass. I didn't like
I forgot a movie.
not knowing the motive. I didn't like not knowing the killer. I didn't like that. I felt like things kept getting repeated over and over and over. Oh, we're gonna get out. Well, we're gonna run. No, we're not. Oh, we're gonna get out. We're gonna run. Oh, no, we're not.
Well, they did do that.
Josh Peck's an asshole in the
is.
movie. Look, I understand why people like it. I am not even saying it's objectively bad, because objectively, no, it's fine. Like it's well made and everything. I just did not mess with it at all. Like it was just.
I didn't even know it was a Christmas movie, to be honest. I think they were leaving a Christmas party, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that. Like a work Christmas party, I think. Yeah. So okay, number 7 for me.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah, you're not wrong. So the movie you liked had an 89%, and the movie I like has a 12. So that just says where my tastes are.
Yeah, but again, man, that's just like us. That's just opinion. These critics. Yeah, whatever. But all right. So number 7 for me is going to be the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. And this is, in my opinion, okay. Let's clarify a couple things. The killer in part 2, Ricky, right?
Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky is way better than what we get in part 1. Like, it just, Eric Freeman's over the top, insanity, line delivery is perfect. It works for that movie. The first one lacks in some areas, but I love a lot of the kills in it. I like the vibe. Very mean-spirited Christmas movie. That asshole nun, that fucking bitch. I would have dropped her ass even as a little kid. I like it. I've always liked Silent Night, Deadly Night. I will say, though, there's a lot of the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise does one thing that bothers me, and it's not even just that, like, there's it's not the nudity. It's that there's a lot of, let's say, forced encounters in that series. That it's just like, Jesus Christ, do we have to do this in every movie? Like, I don't know anybody that likes watching scenes like that. And if you do, you got a problem. But man, they do that shit a lot in the series. But I dig the first one quite a bit. I really do. I know you're more of a 2 guy, and that's fine. That's fine. But give me part 1 any day of the week.
By the way, I would go ahead and kick Christmas Bloody Christmas off my list, because I remembered one that's not on my list. Christmas Horror Story. I actually really like it. William Shatner's like a little DJ thing. All the stories intertwined together. I dig it.
Oh, for Christ's sake. You're gonna...
What? I forgot about that one. I like that.
For Christ's sake.
You ever seen it?
One time. I didn't hate it, but it's not better than Christmas Bloody Christmas. Come on, Matt.
You know that I think I bitched about that before. They swear way too much in that movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Matt'll drop 25 F-bombs on a stream, and he's like, I don't need 25 F-bombs in my movies, guys. It's just ridiculous.
Like every other...
The kids are watching.
Every other word literally was fuck.
Yeah.
And it also, they were talking about
hey, if it was like up in New England, Boston area, Massachusetts, that's accurate. They fucking talk like that.
They do.
I
mean, these are movies I'm not going to watch. There's only a couple Christmas horror movies that I must watch every year. I don't have to watch all of these movies every single year. And P.S., I don't think it's on your list either, but I saw some love in the chat earlier for Gremlins. I've never been a big Gremlin guy. I don't know if it's just me.
I like Gremlins, and I do consider it a horror movie. I will say that. Having said that, though, it's not really like my flavor of horror this time of year. Like, I like I said this in a video last week, and some people, if you're religious, cover your ears. I mean, I am religious. I don't go to church or anything, but I still have my beliefs. And I can even say that part of the fun of these Christmas horror movies for me is the fact that they're kind of like spitting in the face of Christmas. Like, there's just something about that that's like, it's funny. Like, that's kind of the point. You want to be the antithesis of the season. Like, oh, it's a season about Jesus and giving and love. And I like my Christmas horror movies to be like, no, we're about murder. And, like, I don't know. I dig that. So.
Yeah, I mean, Gremlins is fine. That's not a movie I watch very much, if at all. But who doesn't love fucking Gizmo? I'm just saying. He's adorable.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, true.
Gremlins 2 I've never seen. So.
Dude, Gremlins 2, hella underrated. Don't give a shit what anybody says. The new batch, no, hella underrated. I said what I said. I'll
See,
die on that hill.
Our Life in Horror. My husband's watching Gremlins 2 in the other room right now. Is that a Christmas movie too? Or no?
I don't believe so. No. No, that takes place. Is that Easter?
Why does that sound familiar?
Can someone say, I think that's Easter? I could be totally wrong. I could be mixing the holidays up. I haven't seen it in years, but I'm pretty sure it's Easter.
I've never seen that one. Okay. My number 7 is a movie you don't like either. It is just rewatched it yesterday. Silent Night, the remake.
Oh,
I like it. I like it. Malcolm McDowell's in it, and he's just ridiculous and is more fucking cheese than needed to be. It's a sheep and wolves. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing blending in. He says like the dumbest fucking lines at any time in the movie.
It's like he's trying to be Dr. Loomis.
I know.
In this movie. It's like it doesn't work for this movie, Malcolm. It worked in Halloween.
Jamie King, obviously she was in My Bloody Valentine 3D, so I kind of had a soft spot for her in this movie as well. I like the Santa's mask. Yes, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I like it. Kills are more brutal in this than the other one, I think. The naked Chinese lady gets shoved in the wood chipper, which is always a good time.
I was a big fan of that scene for multiple reasons.
Yes,
reasons.
She's naked for a long time.
Yes.
She was good. Then you get the other blonde later. The one Linnea Quigley played in the original. She didn't get naked though, unfortunately.
That's what it is. Critters 2 is Easter. I knew. I knew. I was like, my mix. Yeah.
Critters.
Okay. Gotcha.
I used to watch those a lot as a kid.
Dumb
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. Once again, I did rewatch it yesterday, but it's not like one I have to watch every year either. It's not really like the original either. It's kind of got the name, but it does like its own thing, which is fine. I mean, I don't hate anything for trying to be something else.
Yeah,
it was fine. I think I heard they're going to try to remake Silent Night, Deadly Night again.
They should. They should.
So we'll see.
Put it in theaters. Give me a Christmas horror movie to go see in theaters. So look, I'm not going to argue about Silent Night, even though it's fresh in my memory. I just watched it a couple days ago. And funny enough, I thought I hadn't seen it because I had no recollection of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I watched it, I was like, oh, no, yeah, I've seen it. I remember this scene. I remember this scene. There's a reason I haven't watched it in 10 years. It's because I didn't like it. But coming in at number 6 for me is going to be Daddy's Home 2. No, I'm just kidding. But everybody shits on Daddy's Home 2. I like that movie.
My parents love that.
I like that movie.
I've never seen it.
It is a Christmas movie. The second one is. But no, number 6 for me is going to be Christmas, Bloody Christmas. And I agree with Matt and with a lot of people that like there's a lot of excessiveness in this movie. And we're not talking about the excessiveness of like, oh, there's a lot of blood, too many kills. Now, I don't give a shit. Give me more of that. And there's a lot of blood in this movie. There's a lot of great kills. Like there's a lot to enjoy in this movie. Mm-hmm. But I definitely agree. They're dropping F-bombs every other word. Again, I know, regionally speaking, that might be accurate. It is accurate in some places. But dude, you guys, if you've watched any amount of coverage I've done on my channel of Christmas horror movies, any amount, the thing that really gets me going, really, kind of titillates me. Is do you nail the aesthetic? You nail the aesthetic. You make it look like Christmas, feel like Christmas, sound like Christmas. You do that. And there you go. There you go. And I'm in, dude. I'm in. And Christmas, Bloody Christmas. Say what you will about that movie. They nail. Like you cannot deny. Like, this is dripping in Christmas. Like it is. And I'm a fucking sucker for that. But again, it's fun. Like it's fun. Like you said, you got a dude eating a chick's ass in a toy store. Like the movie is so insane in so many ways. I dig it. I really like it. So that's my number 6. I've made my peace with it.
You're not wrong. And that's a lot more Christmas aesthetic than a lot of other of these Christmas horror movies for sure.
Yeah, like Silent Night 2012. It looks like it was filmed in Ontario in fucking March.
Rewatching it, I was like, this is not even fucking winter time. This is
No.
like spring or summer. It's not even close.
Yeah.
And they don't fake.
Would it kill you? Would it kill you to get a fucking fake snow machine? Just one. Just one. Halloween in 1978 was able to carry around a bag of fucking leaves. You can do something. I mean,
I get it's not technically it's not snowing and that kind of Christmas everywhere. I get it, but when you're watching a Christmas horror movie, that's kind of what you want to see.
Well, Matt, it took place in Wisconsin. I don't know if anybody watching is in Wisconsin right now, but December in Wisconsin is fucking cold. You've seen Lambeau Field.
Wait, that's where that movie was filmed?
No, that's where it's supposed to take place.
If
it's supposed to be taking place in Wisconsin in December, it's going to be snowing. It's going to be 10 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that's where that was supposed to be. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Not at all. Our Life in Horror says Ontario. That's where we're from. And there you go. Hey, Canada. Nice.
I actually think it was filmed in Ontario or Toronto. It was filmed in one of the two. So it was filmed in Canada.
Oh gosh, that makes sense, Blu-ray then. From what I heard, the guy who directed Silent Night directed a movie called Werewolves that just came out. That makes sense from what I've heard about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'll probably like it then. So good for me. Frank Grillo's in it, so who doesn't love Frank Grillo? So,
yeah. Did you just give 6 or did I? I gave 6.
No.
You go 6. Yeah, you go 6.
I know this isn't a popular one either, but Christmas Evil. It's so stupid, but I like it anyway. Who doesn't like a guy driving a van, thinks it's a sleigh, drives off a fucking cliff, and end of the movie, he's just flying the fucking van. Oh man, yeah.
You're asking who? You're asking who, and I'm saying me.
I like it. It's stupid, yes. I don't know. He kills the guy with like a fucking nutcracker sword, stabs him in the eye.
Yeah.
His Santa get up is a little different, but it's nice. I like it. It's I don't know. It's just fun. Is it the best? No. It does have Christmas aesthetic though, for sure. I believe there's snow. Obviously, there's Christmas lights everywhere.
Yes.
Presents, Christmas parties. It works. Is it bonkers balls to the wall? Yeah, it's just a little outrageous. But hey, it's Toy Factory clothes. You know what I mean? He's really mad. And who doesn't do that? Kill people in a Santa suit, making a naughty and nice list. Everybody does that. So,
yeah.
What the fuck is that? Who's that? Oh, fuck. Somebody out in my garage and the lights are off. I don't know who it is. Yeah, Christmas Evil. Not a very popular one, I'm sure, but I like it.
Actually, there's a lot of affinity for it. There really is, especially with some of the old heads. You know, they dig that. They consider that a classic. I don't hate it. I watched it last year. Wasn't a huge fan, but I didn't hate it. But it's definitely not on my list. So now we're in the top 5.
The fuck?
Yeah. Top 5. Brothers and sisters, gather round. Number 5 is going to be Terrifier 3. Yes, I said what I said. Look, again, you nailed the Christmas atmosphere and aesthetic. You've already got me. And they do it so well. I mean, there's something so striking about Art the Clown dressed up like Santa. It's just funny. Like Look, Matt, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I saw it opening night. It's a sold out theater. And to anybody that hasn't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it. When the kids open the presents in the mall, I said out loud in the theater, I said, "Holy shit!" Like laughing. I thought it was so funny.
Okay, I was laughing too. Then okay.
Oh my god, I laughed my ass off. And the movie, the whole scene in the bar with Clint Howard and Daniel Roebuck. That's Clint Howard and Daniel Roebuck, right? Yeah. In the bar with Art at first, he's like this huge like Santa fan, like, oh my god, it's Santa. Like, that is perfection. That entire scene is perfection. Look, I love Terrifier 3. Like I said, I still prefer Terrifier 2. But I'm really, really happy to have this one to put in rotation every year now in Christmas because, guys, you may think that we have a ton of Christmas horror movies. We don't have a ton of good ones. So it's nice to get a new one that isn't straight to, to be dog shit. So
to be dog shit.
Yeah.
Ashton says, I wish Terrifier 3 didn't drop the ball for me the last 5 minutes, but I really didn't like that ending. That's fine, I guess. It's fine. don't. It's not. Yes, I bought the Steelbook. I'm gonna have it, but am I gonna watch it? Probably not.
Oh, Matt, you got to think bigger. I asked for it for Christmas, so I didn't have to pay for it myself.
Oh, sorry, Santa Claus. I was impatient, so it'll be here
Yeah.
next week. I don't even like these movies, but I buy them anyway because I have to have them. Besides the first one, I don't even know if that has a Steelbook. I don't think it does. And
First one, I don't know. I have the
upset-
second one, Steelbook.
I love the first one. It's a minority. I know that's the least favorite of everyone from most people, but it's my favorite. So I don't. Yeah,
I respect it.
It makes me feel weird in the stomach when I watch the first one. The other ones don't. The first one gets me all feeling weird. Yes, thank you, Fight the Good Fight. Art the Clown is overrated. I am with you, my good man. Overrated, but that's fine. He's the happening thing right now until something else better comes, and then they forget all about him. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, they ain't gonna forget about Art the Clown. I'm sorry, but if anybody isn't accustomed yet to Art the Clown, you're gonna be seeing him for decades. So
John Carver, let's go. You got to fight back, John Carver. You got to fight back. Eli Roth, bring it.
I love Thanksgiving, but Terrifier is a full blown phenomenon now.
I would definitely rather watch Thanksgiving over any of the Terrifiers.
Oh, Thanksgiving's great, and I'm so excited for the sequel. Like, yeah, that movie's great.
John Carver, baby. He's a pilgrim. We're all pilgrims, right? We came on a Mayflower, so we can.
Did you get 5? You didn't get 5 yet.
No, my 5 is going to be Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2. Yes, I said Part 2 because I skipped the first movie because I can watch it replayed in the second movie with Ricky being wacky out of his mind. And Garbage Day, of course, classic. And it's a Cliff Notes version of the first one, so you get what happens. I don't need to watch it. And Ricky's just so damn entertaining, like you already said. He's way more entertaining than what the hell's the killer in the first one? What's his name?
Dude, I can't even remember.
Exactly, because he's not that interesting. Ricky is interesting. His facial expressions. What do you mean, Doc? He's like on a soap opera in this horror movie because that's what he sounds like. But definitely Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 for me. Hey, there's my kid. What are you doing? Yeah, you better keep walking. Yep, definitely gonna go with the second one. No, it's not popular, but it's the one I watch. And there's no Christmas aesthetic either because it's sunny, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, for me, number 4 is going to be Krampus from 2015. Let me tell you guys something. If you're not a Michael Dougherty fan, you're just never going to be. Like, if you don't like Trick or Treat, you're probably not going to like Krampus. They're very, very similar. Just ooze atmosphere. I mean, they play up the holidays so well. It's silly. It's over the top. It's not played to be actually scary. It's played to be more fun. The cast is dope. Toni Collette, Adam Scott. I mean, like,
it's a banger.
It's a banger. It is a banger of a movie. I genuinely, when I meet people, and I know they exist, that don't like Krampus, I'm just kind of like, but why? Why? Like, it's so fun. Like, it's fun. I don't know, man. This is one that I love to watch every single year without fail. Never going to go a December the rest of my life without watching it, period. Like, just never.
Can't go wrong with Crazy Killer Gingerbread Man. You can't. You just can't.
Yeah.
Blu-ray
and David Koechner. David Koechner's in it. And I've told this story so many times, man. But I'm just going to say it really quick. In the movie, when they get to their house and the girls are cranky and they're like, they're just cranky because the Steelers lost. The funny thing is, the weekend that movie came out in theaters, the previous weekend, the Steelers did lose their most recent game. So, like, obviously, total accident that happened, but, like, it's freaking perfect. Like, so, yeah, Krampus, give it to me.
Blu-ray says, I see some people say they don't like Krampus because of the comedy aspect. I mean,
well, that's Michael Dougherty. You know, like, I would say there's only one Christmas horror movie that I could say you could actually go, oh, that movie is legitimately scary. Like, almost none of them are, like, scary.
No, just bloody or whatever. And
yeah, because it's hard to be scary with the holiday. It's bright. It's vibrant.
Yeah.
It's just, they're diametrically opposed. So it's really hard to be like, oh my God, this is genuinely frightening. And most of the time it's just fun. And Krampus is freaking fun.
It is. My number 4 is also Krampus, my friend. It was lower on my list, but I just rewatched that last week, and I really, really enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I like all the characters. They all bring something different to the table. I mean, Adam Scott, man, absolutely love him. I like the story, obviously, of why Krampus comes in the first place. I get it. I mean, families are like that. The story is relevant, probably to a lot of people. I love the old grandma. I really like her a lot.
Yeah.
I like when she tells the story when they go into like cartoons and you get to see the whole thing. I enjoy the hell out of that. Love all the different, Christmas items that come to life and try to kill them. That's really cool. The Jack in the Box thing is creepy as fuck.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep.
The freaking elves come. Those things are
yeah.
creepy too, man.
Yeah.
Krampus, I don't. You could have had him front and center the entire time, but I don't know if that would have worked either. To be honest, it was more interesting him not being shown the whole entire time. And then the end. You think it's a happy ending, which in reality it kind of is. Really, they're gonna be together forever, happy on Christmas. Obviously,
they're not gonna be happy.
Yes, they're together. They love each other. They get to open gifts. Christmas every day. Very good ABC Family movie, by the way, from back in the 90s. Just saying. I liked it a lot. And like you said, it's not going to be scary. I don't think it was going for scary. There's some creepy elements for sure. But I like when you lured the fat kid up the thing with the gingerbread. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Howie!
Maxi Pad. Good stuff. Maxi Pad.
That's right. All right, so top 3. This hurts, man. This hurts because all 3 of these movies I love with every fiber of my being for different reasons.
Our 3 are the same.
And I don't want to have to go, oh, this one is here and this one is here, but I have to. Number 3 is going to be P2. And this is a movie that in recent years I've been really happy to see more people start to talk about. I've seen people posting it on their Instagram and stuff. Awesome.
Yep.
Like it's been so underappreciated for so long. The performances in this movie are awesome. Rachel Nichols, Wes Bentley, kill it. Very small cast, very isolated, claustrophobic kind of movie. I will never hear Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley the same way again. Like I will always think of this movie when I hear that song. Right. And Wes Bentley is genuinely insane. And the scene with the car, with the guy tied up in the chair, is just like this guy's fucking insane. Look, P2 rules. And we've talked about it many times. It needed to have a different name for it to really stand out. Nobody really knew, like, what the hell is P2?
Dude,
like, what?
Yeah.
But this is Christmas horror done right. It is so good. And I also love the part where she's like, help me. And you have the homeless lady going, help me, help me. It's so fucking funny. Dude. Oh my God. There's shit in this movie too. There's 2 things in this movie that I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. The fucking fingernail ripping off, dude, when she's reaching for the phone. I can't do that shit. I can't do fingernails. Stop. And then I don't care that he was trying to kill her. I hate that she killed the dog. It breaks my heart every time. And it's because you hear the and I'm like, oh God, not the puppy.
Got him.
Yeah, it's a great movie. P2 fucking rules. I can't wait to watch it this year. I usually save it for like the week of Christmas. I can't wait. I love that movie.
I've been saving it too, my friend. Haven't watched it yet. I've been seeing a lot of other people posting about it. But I'm saving it at least until next week. My number 3, probably going to be a hot take, the original Black Christmas. Yes, this is a movie, first off, that most people would think that I wouldn't even like at all anyway, because it's slow. Not that much actually happens.
I disagree, Matt. It is very, very similar to the original Halloween, so I can totally see why you like it. It's very similar in structure to that movie.
Billy's fantastic. We don't know anything about Billy. kind of like Michael Myers. We didn't know anything about him either. The phone calls are fantastic. Margot Kidder's great. Pretty pink pussy, lick it. Pretty pink. It's good stuff. The first time I watched that was probably only about 2 years ago. Never really had any interest in it, but it's a banger. I don't think I think I got a 4K. I don't think they have a steelbook of. No, I don't have a steelbook of that, but had to grab the 4K. Haven't watched that one yet either. Saving up. John Saxon, fantastic. Always plays a cop. Does a great job as a cop detective. It's just what he does. He's good at it. The way they detect where the phone's coming from is just, obviously it's back in the day, so it's hilarious because they got to run the fucking lines over to every single damn thing. Nowadays, they're just like typing in the computer and boop, he's right over here. Okay, cool. Obviously, this isn't the bloodiest movie in the world. The kills aren't the most outrageous, kind of similar to Halloween, which is probably why. Obviously, me loving Halloween, gonna, adopt this one as well. So, Black Christmas, classic. Gotta watch it. Christmas aesthetic, your favorite part of these movies? Oh, it's in this movie for show. Mm-hmm. And obviously the iconic ending shot. They think everything's all good, but it ain't. And we talk about abortions and shit way back in the day. This is some taboo shit going on in this movie, and they pulled it off really well. And it's hard to believe that this guy made A Christmas Story as well, which is just
Bob Clark and Porky's.
I've never seen Porky's. But obviously A Christmas Story. I don't get to watch that one. So.
Number 2 for me is the original Black Christmas. And I've said that I think it is the greatest Christmas horror film. Like, objectively speaking, I think it is the best. It has the legacy. It stands out. And a lot like the original Halloween, I feel like they're very similar in the fact that you don't see a lot. It's a lot more theater of the mind. And I think that's why I see people talk about It's Me, Billy. That's why Dave McRae loves it, because he talks a lot about theater of the mind. And Black Christmas is that, just like the original Halloween is.
Yes.
And furthermore, there's something about this movie that's interesting because there's a lot of tension in it. There is a lot of questions. You're really kind of on edge a lot of the time, but they break that with comedy throughout. Like, Margot Kidder is peak in this movie. She's fantastic. Yeah, John Saxon, the whole scene when they're talking about fellatio in the police station, and you got the one detective just laughing his ass off the entire time because the other one has no idea what it means. There's a lot of moments of like levity in it that really kind of break the tension for you, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then you get right back to like, oh shit, God, this feels gross. Like, it's a great film. I mean, it's awesome. And like you said, this was just like not long after Roe versus Wade became the law of the land in America. So like for them to tackle this subject was super, like, it's a big deal 50 years ago. Like that was very prescient at the time. And I don't think people talk about that side plot enough, because like it actually matters a lot in the movie, because it makes you wonder if he's the one. Like it that's his motivation. And so it matters. It absolutely matters. It's a great film. I mean, just genuinely great film. Black Christmas, the original. You can't go wrong.
Black motherfucking Christmas. I already know.
I'm on pins and needles where you're going with 2.
I'm gonna go. Obviously, your take is gonna be really hot, so my take's just gonna warm up the take. Black Xmas 2006 is my number 2. I saw this one first before I saw the original, so I didn't really know what the original was. So I just thought it was the same story. Obviously, it's a similar story, but taken in a twisted, sicker way. A lot more fun in this one than the original. A lot more kills. A lot of beautiful people in this movie. That's for damn sure. The Agnes, we get to see her. The we didn't really need to see the mom in the Billy thing, but I mean, some families do nasty shit, and I guess that happened. We get to see Billy actually at the asylum breaking out. Shocker, because every killer in an asylum breaks out. And then you think it's over, and then the ending at the hospital, keeps going a little bit more, gets more crazy, more wacky. Obviously, true lovers of the first one are probably not going to like this one. I mean, I could see why, but every remake doesn't need to be the same exact thing. And this is just, it took the information from the first one and just did their own thing with it and had a lot more fun. I mean, it was the mid 2000s, so we were getting movies like Hills Have Eyes remake, which is freaking blood, guts, and gore all over the place. Halloween 2007, Rob Zombies. I mean, it's just the way it was. And then you get those Blu-rays or DVDs that would be like the unrated killer cut, all the stuff you couldn't see in theaters.
Dimension Extreme.
Yeah. It fit in so well with that time. And the sound, the music is great. The aesthetic of Christmas, it's there. There's a lot of snowstorm going on outside. It's a fun time. I haven't watched this one yet either, but definitely. Obviously, like you said, the first one is a better, more well-made movie for sure. But this one just brings so much to the table that's just so much fun for the holidays that I had to put it above it.
So Matt just pressed the 30-second button on the microwave to warm it up. I'm here to turn that bitch up to 5 minutes. We're cooking with gas here. I'm going to put some fucking grease in that microwave, turn it on for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
It's Black Christmas 2006.
There you go.
It is not even close, in my opinion. Because if you understand my criteria, as I've said many times throughout this show, you nail that atmosphere, the look, the music, the vibes, I'm in. Not only does Black Christmas 2006 nail it, I don't think it's ever been better on film. Genuinely. I said this in a video I did about the movie last week. I do not know if a movie has ever nailed the Christmas aesthetic, whether it's horror or not, as well as this movie does. I mean, it's just genuinely everywhere. Decorations everywhere. You hear dozens of Christmas songs throughout this movie. They play with even the color schemes, and it's fucking everywhere. And it's not just snowing. They're like, this is a goddamn blizzard, okay? Yeah. There's just a goddamn blizzard going on. They take iconography of the holiday, and they're just like, Christmas cookies? How about Fleshmas cookies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want candy canes being used to impale people? Icicles? Like, it's just, the movie is insanely awesome. Like, and you said something earlier that was like, I understand why like true lovers of the original might not, dig this movie. Well, we both really love the original, and we both like this movie. We prefer to watch this one more, though I'll never say this is better. It's not better, but I prefer to watch this one more because it is a blast and a half. Like it's everything I could ever want from a movie like this. And like you said, the cast, they're all great to look at. Lacey Chabert. You've got Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You've got Katie fucking Cassidy, who should have been the final girl in Nightmare 2010. It's a fantastic movie. I mean, genuinely a fantastic movie. And I feel like it is different enough from the original to where you can love both for totally different reasons. And you don't have to feel like you're disrespecting one or the other. So Black Christmas 2006, give it to me twice on Sunday. Take it from the front, take it from the back, take it from the side. It is the motherfucking shit. And we are never talking about that absolutely awful piece of shit from 2019. So, yeah.
Shit. Well, then this show just went off the cliff. Number one.
It's not
Black Christmas 2019, baby.
You're
just watched for the first time. Girl power, baby. Girl power, baby. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say you're lying.
I've never seen it, so I don't even know.
It's not about the message. That's not my problem with the movie. I think it was pertinent. Blumhouse tackled a movie with racial politics just before that with Get Out, and I love Get Out. Then they wanted to tackle gender politics. Totally get it. It was prescient at the time. The problem is the movie is fucking stupid. It's PG-13 stupid horror. There's no surprises. You see everything coming. All these characters are like NPCs. They don't make sense. None of it. It's a bad fucking movie, dude. It's bad. It's just bad. I'm sorry. It's bad.
I'm not gonna watch it, so I'll take your word for it. Davey, what's going on, buddy? My number one, movie you already talked about, and I'm gonna go with P2 is my number one. Absolutely love it. Honestly, I didn't know anybody even liked this movie when I first saw it, and I was like, really good. Christmas aesthetic. Is it the greatest out of all these? No, but what does there works really well. Rachel Nichols is fantastic, and I mean she's very lovely to look at as well, which helps.
You like the dress, don't you? I know you do.
Wait a minute, I wasn't wearing this. What the fuck? You are now.
Yeah, when you think of that too, you're like, oh, that's fucking gross, dude. Like,
you got her.
Yeah, that's fucking gross. I love the end. I love the end when he calls her the C word and she's like, I was gonna let you live, but you know what? Fuck you. I love that. Yeah.
Wes Bentley's fantastic. A bad guy who you're supposed to hate, but you like him anyway because he seems so nice and friendly, and they're having dinner, and
he's charismatic. He's charismatic. How many villains do we know that you like him because they're charismatic?
And then he gets real sick when like you said, when he kills that guy up against the wall in the chair, and he just keeps ramming him. Then he explodes on the windshield. Guts are coming out. It's good stuff. Mm-hmm. Is it the goriest movie on this list? No. Are there a lot of kills in this movie? No. But I can't listen to that Elvis Presley Blue Christmas song without thinking of this movie automatically. It doesn't even really matter. It just goes straight to thinking about this movie.
He's got the fucking broom and he's like performing in the office. Yes, dude. Yes.
You think this one does do a couple things. The cops come down. Oh, she's going to be okay. Oh, just playing. Leave. The dog. I don't really like dogs that much, so it didn't hurt my feelings when she killed it. Well, it was trying to eat her. So what do you want her to do?
I know, but it's the sounds. And you just think like, damn, it is a puppy. He was just trained that way. He doesn't know any better. It's not his fault.
What was that? Was that a Doberman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I got bit by 2 of them, so no, I don't like them.
Okay.
So
my brother got bit by one when he was 7 and shit his pants.
He got bit and shit his pants.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know those were connected, but
yeah, dude, he got bit, shit his pants because he was so scared.
Then the dog smelled it and said, "I'm out of here."
No, he I remember him coming home and he's like, "Mom." So funny, dude.
But it's good. I've been saving it. Like you said, if it would have just like you're just sitting it around and you're like coming up with a name for the movie and you're just like, I don't know, let's go P2. And you're like, what's that mean? I'm like,
I gotta go P2.
It's a level in the parking garage. And I'm like, sounds good to me. That screams Christmas to me. P2 it is. Mm-hmm. What else would you have called it? I'm trying to think of a name.
I mean, you could have done anything to play up the Christmas. I mean, I didn't think of. We did a stream with Piz Owl a year or so ago, or it was probably about 2 years ago. Me, Christian, and Piz, where we were talking about Christmas horror movies, and Piz gave a couple of ideas. He actually gave a couple of suggestions of what they could have called it. I can't remember what he said, but he had a couple good ones. There were things. I mean, just thinking off the top of my head, like you could even say something like "Won't be home for Christmas." I don't know, like because she ain't making it home for Christmas, or at least that's the plan. So just anything to play up the fact that it's a Christmas movie, because P2, nothing about P2 says Christmas.
Yeah.
But like I love the title. It makes total sense for the movie. But if you wanted this to be a hit,
got to change it.
Yeah, I mean, people aren't going to go out in November and December and go, guys, we have to see P2. Oh, no fucking way. Like, what is this, a ripoff of T2? Who knows? But yeah, dude, I dig it. I'm glad you put it at 1. Years ago, I had it at 1, but I've had this love affair with Black Christmas 06 for the past couple years.
I know you do.
It just continues to go up and up and up. And this year, I actually think it was last year, was the year where it finally took the top spot. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not ashamed. This movie rules.
So, obviously, Terrifier 3 just came out. Do you think, will that ever take the place of Black Xmas? Or Black Xmas will always
Terrifier 3? No. They're too different. They're too different. Because half of Terrifier 3 isn't even really a Christmas movie. Once you get to the third act of the movie, it's very secluded. It's very isolated. It's not really Christmas so much. Black Christmas '06 from start to finish is just like every turn. Christmas shit. Christmas shit. Look at this fucking Christmas shit. And it's like it's unavoidable. Like, and I love that about the movie. I just genuinely love that about the movie.
Is there? I'm trying to check the chat. I seen somebody. Jamie Hart said neither one of us had Night of the Comet. I've only seen it once. I didn't even know that was a Christmas movie, to be honest. So no.
Yeah.
And I think I saw it once and I didn't even like it. So
I wasn't a huge fan myself. So
is it really Christmas?
I couldn't tell you. It's been a long time since I watched it.
I'm looking at the plot synopsis. It doesn't say anything about being on Christmas. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it does. 11 days before Christmas. Yep. If you wouldn't have told us that, Jamie, I wouldn't have known, to be honest. That was a Christmas.
Hey, Davey. Thank you, brother. I think I'm getting to the point where, it might be time. It might be time to cut the locks here. But right now we're in it. We're in it to win it, brother. Let me tell you something. It takes like 3 hours to dry out of the shower, though. Fucking sucks.
I'm copying off you too now, man. It's not as long as yours. My hair goes up, not down. So it'll just be a gigantic fro. I was keeping it's warm for the winter, so I probably will just keep it until
I give Christian shit all the time, and I'm like, I think my hair has surpassed yours, Christian. I don't know. Maybe not in length. His is probably a little bit longer than mine, but I'm like, got more volume. I got more volume. It's thick. This hair's thick, buddy.
I got Oh, yeah, Jamie, spread the word. Spread the word, Night of the Comet. I'm probably not going to rewatch that one, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I still got to watch my one Christmas movie that I promised Cody that I would watch this year. So I still got to watch Die Hard. I haven't watched it yet.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get around to doing that this week. I'm sure I'll like it. It's an action movie with stuff going on, shit blowing up probably. So
it's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. It is.
Dude, but then somebody had posted the other day I saw on Facebook said, hot take, Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie, and I was a little upset. I don't understand that one.
Drugs are bad.
How is Home Alone not a Christmas movie?
Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, Matt. That's all I have to say to that. Drugs are bad.
It's a classic.
You don't do drugs.
Macaulay Culkin will be in my hometown tomorrow doing a live watch along, and I will not be there, unfortunately. But he'll be here. I wish I was going, but I work. So,
well, this might be a good place as ever to say this, Matt. I have not figured out the day yet, but I've decided, just like the last few years, I will be doing a Christmas stream the week of Christmas on my channel. And I'm going to be inviting a lot of the peeps from the YouTube circles. Matt will be included.
Oh my gosh.
Davey, you will be getting an invite as well, my friend.
Who's that?
I'm going to be trying to get the gang together where we can wear ugly Christmas sweaters and talk anything and everything Christmas. Not even just movies, just Christmas, bro. Let's reminisce. Let's bullshit. Let's have a good time. Let's have a holly jolly one.
Was that last year? You did that?
We did one last year.
Oh yeah, that's why I got this sweater, because I didn't have one. I had to go out and buy one.
That's right. I made you purchase it. I have two now. I have the Griswold family Christmas sweater as well. So we'll see which one I end up wearing. But
family Christmas sweater.
Yeah. And guys, I am 12 days away from 30. Oh. I will be 30 in 12 days. So yes. Time flies when you're miserable.
I aged 4 years this past year.
Yeah.
No, I look the fucking same. Wow, so you're going to be whole 30, and I'm going to be going on 37, so good for you.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You can't say that to the person that's turning that age. You know what it's like. When you were approaching 30, you had this existential crisis where you're like, I'm really about to be 30, bro. Like, I remember being in high school. Like,
I did not.
Dude, I vividly remember high school. And it's like, shit.
I didn't really like high school that much, so
nobody does while they're in it.
Yeah, I was like friends with everyone, but not like good friends with anyone, if that makes sense. It I just hung out with myself, really. As lame as that sounds. I didn't really hang out with some kids in my neighborhood, and then I met my wife the summer after I graduated, and then obviously
he met his wife in the summer of 69.
Yeah, 69. So I'm actually 75. And
oh no, I didn't mean the year.
How do we arrive this way? We just met. I don't know. 69 is fine with me. This is nice.
Yeah, Davey, 42. You do not look 40, brother. You do not look 40.
I didn't believe that at all when he said that. I thought he was going to be like my age or a little younger. And then he was like, I'm 42. I was like, no way. He's a fucking liar.
Hey, you're about halfway to the grave, brother.
Wow. We're going, wow. You're basically dead. So
yeah, you'll be dead soon. No, not necessarily. My grandpa's 87. You know, he's going strong. My grandma's 83, but she has applesauce for brains. She has dementia. So,
oh man, my wife's grandma has dementia too.
I try to make light of it because you don't actually want to like talk about it and like because it's it bothers you.
Yeah.
But when it's your family member, it's like. But yeah, my grandma officially does not recognize me. My mom FaceTimed us on Thanksgiving, and my grandma was like, "Oh, do you know which one this is?" And my grandma tried to play it off. I get it. She's like, "Not with all that hair on his head." It's like, come on. She officially doesn't know who all the grandkids are at this point. So,
except for her grandma's past that stage, she doesn't talk or barely eat now. So. I used to go around there all the time, but she ain't even my grandma, and it's hard. I can't. I don't even go around that often. I don't like it. It's not.
Well, and when it gets bad, man, it gets really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Once they start to really go downhill after they're like, it's usually like 7 to 10 years after the initial diagnosis is when it really goes off the rails. And my grandma is 8 years into her diagnosis. Yeah. It sucks, but my grandma, to her credit, she makes jokes about it all the time. She tries to make light of it because, what can you do at that point?
Nothing. Yeah. You got to just enjoy and have fun with what you got left.
Yeah, and my grandparents are they're millionaires, so they've had a pretty good life. They'll be all right.
I remember when I was a millionaire. Never. Dean, you're 40. I didn't think you were that old either, man. At all. See, we don't look that old.
Yeah. And you know what, Davey, that is true. That is why it's important to have Christmas streams and other things where we get together virtually and we enjoy life while it's still here, while we aren't on death's doorstep. But as Final Destination would tell you, you never know when you're on that doorstep.
YOLO, bro.
Yeah.
YOLO.
So tomorrow, you could, like Black Christmas, have an icicle impale you. You just don't know. So you live every day as if it's your last.
I do think about that.
I don't. I mean, I like. No, Matt, this is what you do. When you see them, you knock them down. I do it all the time. I knock them down. I'm like, you will not impale me. You will not.
I like to walk underneath. They're so big, and I just do it anyway. Crazy like that.
Matt's like, please, God, take me.
Give me a cookie made of skin now.
Yeah. Ooh. Have you seen that video of the fucking cow finding its moo? And it's like, moo.
No,
dude, it is killing me. I keep seeing it on Instagram. It's a baby calf finding its moo, but it just makes me think of the yeah because it's literally just like, moo. It's so fucking good. Anyway, yeah.
Davey says it's true, Nick. Sure, maybe I fill my life with things that are relatively inconsequential, but what's the alternative? Bask in the anxiety that's an essential life bring. Okay, big words.
No, you can't. You literally can't. You have to fill your time with little things. You have to distract yourself because if you take the time to actually think about life and that it is not infinite, and like you will drive yourself insane because of somebody that has anxiety, takes medication for it literally every day. When I think about those things, I will drive myself insane. I will drive myself into a panic attack. I simply cannot do it. So, yes, you fill your time with things that some people may see as insignificant or whatever it may be. Fuck them. Fuck them twice on Sunday, okay? I'd rather do that than think about Oh, yeah, I'm going to die one day. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I'm not going to think about that. Let me watch Black Christmas 2006 and watch some hot girls get killed. I'll do that instead.
Yeah. Porn, porn's good. Makes you forget about it. You know what I mean? Look at them naked ladies. That's nice. They're probably dead. Oh, wait, they are. They had diseases. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the anxiety thing because I live with 3 people who take meds for that. So totally get it. I probably should be a little more patient than I am with it. I apologize for that. But I don't. Maybe that's how I hide my anxiety, by being rude and being
There you go.
Their anxiety.
Yeah. Like, shut up, kid. Deal with it.
I'm so scared.
Cry about it, bitch.
Dad, are you crying? No. The Broncos lost.
You don't want to be around me when the Steelers lose. I'm not happy.
No, I can't. I hate.
Usually takes me about 3 days to get over it too. Like, where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to focus on next week.
Like if the Steelers have a primetime game, right, and it's like an exciting game, and you guys win, it's hard for you to go to sleep, because when we beat the Browns the other night, I was like, I can't go to sleep. I just keep thinking about this game over and over and over.
No, but I think it's because I never go right to sleep afterward. That's why.
I did.
So like, yeah, I'm up for usually a couple hours, and I'm celebrating. I'm reveling in it. But when they lose, oh yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry.
What could they do differently? What happened? Why did they do this? Why didn't they do that?
Yeah, I don't know how to feel, man. We're playing Philly this week, and Philly is really good. We haven't won in Philly in 60 years. I don't think anybody's going to pick us, especially with Pickens being out. I mean, it is what it is, but I got to tell you, man, I think they might actually win.
I don't.
And I think they might actually win. I think that Philly's won like 10 in a row. They're bound. They're bound to drop one. They did not look good at home against the Panthers last week. They barely won that game.
Hey, nobody does anymore, okay?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's something that's like Jalen Hurts is not having a very good year.
He doesn't do anything.
No, I know. So it's really just like, it doesn't matter who we have, whether, if Pickens is healthy or not. That doesn't really matter. You stop Saquon Barkley, you beat the Eagles. It's genuinely that simple. Now, that's a tall task because he's very good. But yeah, I could just see it being one of those games. And, maybe somebody will clip this and, a couple days from now I'll look like an idiot. Or maybe I'll look like fucking Nostradamus. Nostradamus or Nostradamus. It's going to be one of the two. But
just dumbass.
I can just tell you that, like, being a fan for damn near 30 years now, I just know these games. There's 1 or 2 games every year that it's like, nobody's picking you. Yeah, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. And they pull it out of their ass. Just like the same way we always lose 1 or 2 games that we have no business losing. Like, it's just like, why did you lose? I could just see it. Like, I could just see it being one of those games where it's like, oh, wow, everybody thought the Eagles were the shit because for 2.5 months they haven't lost. And they kind of ran into a buzzsaw. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Could be wrong. But I just had this weird feeling. And if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I'd have said, oh, yeah, we're definitely losing to Philly, but that's okay. We just need to beat Cincinnati and Cleveland. And we did. Maybe I'm getting greedy here. Maybe I'm getting greedy and going, fuck that. I'm never going to pick my team to lose. But no, I usually consider myself a pretty realistic fan. And I just could see them pulling a rabbit out of a hat this Sunday because, dog, this team's different. They're 10-3. They're good. They're good. No matter what anybody says, they're good. Like, you don't get, this ain't luck. This ain't the Chiefs making a deal with the devil. Okay, they're good. So, 2 good teams. Let's see what happens.
I'm kind of the same way. This week, I think the Broncos should beat the Colts, but every time the Broncos have played the Colts in the past, it didn't go very well, no matter who the quarterback was on either side. So, but I mean, like you said, I think this Broncos team is different. Their defense is fantastic, except for
their defense just got to play better than last week. But I think after last week, they're gonna know that and they're gonna tighten up. And I need you guys to win because you beat Indy. It doesn't matter what we do; we clinch a playoff spot. So beat Indy.
Jerry Jeudy I figured he was gonna blow up. I mean, he fucking hates him very much. So saw that coming, but didn't matter. We won. That's all that counts. This week, play the Colts. We win. 1 step closer to the playoffs for the first time in fucking since the Super Bowl. So.
And let me just say this right now, guys. I'm not predicting that the Steelers are going to win on Sunday because this is probably the most losable game they have left, in my opinion. But I'm going to tell you guys right here on December 10th, Matt, God, everyone watching, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day in Pittsburgh. It is going to happen. That devil magic is going to run out.
It's powerful.
On the 25th, on Christmas Day at Acrisure Stadium. It is going to happen. Clip this. The Steelers will beat the Chiefs. And the only way they won't beat the Chiefs is if we get some bullshit phantom flag at the end that everybody goes, okay, that's bullshit. That's total bullshit. Kind of like the Steelers game in 2017. The Jesse James caught that ball. He caught that fucking ball against the Patriots. I'm telling you right now, they're going to beat the Chiefs. You have mark my words. Mark my words. They're going to beat the Chiefs. How many moon balls? I don't know, Davey. At least 2. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. 15 days. I can't wait. I need that ass. I need that ass. I need that ass. Patrick Mahomes. That's right. Someone clip that. I need that ass. But you know exactly what context I'm talking about it in. They talk so much shit. They've made a deal with the devil. They are not. It's not happening. They're going down. I feel like the entire NFL fan bases are going to be rooting for us on Christmas Day. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be like, let's go Chiefs on that day. Fuck them.
I think the Chiefs might lose that day, but I think the Chiefs are going to lose in the playoffs too. And I'm not going to say who they're going to lose to because we have to clutch our ticket there. But I'm just saying, I think we could beat. I think we should have beat them.
Ashton, they did already lose 1 to the Bills. So I'm just saying, clearly, there are cracks in that armor that even the
Eagles and Bills,
that even the refs can't fix.
I don't know about that.
I'm going Lions to win it all of it, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole goddamn thing.
I picked them to fucking lose to the Packers because they were like, oh, their defense, they don't have half their players, and then I put fucking nobodies in, and they're fucking still killing them.
But I will say this. It will be the Bills or the Steelers from the AFC in the Super Bowl. I'm going to say that right now. It'll be one of those 2 teams, but I think the Lions are winning it all, personally. I don't believe in the Chiefs this year. They're flawed as shit. They're just not the same Chiefs. They get lucky week after week. Anybody watching, even Chiefs fans have to go, we barely got away with that one. They're just not the same. They're not.
Chiefs fans got excuses for every motherfucking thing.
Yeah,
I can't. The Chiefs, I don't know how they only lost 1 game. Devil magic is right because they're not very good. Okay, they're not very good.
No. No, you guys remember the 2020 Steelers that started off 11-0? That's what this Chiefs team is. It's fake. They're not that good.
So they're probably going to get the 1 seed. I'm trying to think who they're going to play in the first once they face somebody.
They would play the lowest remaining seed of the winner.
I know that.
So you'd be looking at
Texans ain't winning no matter who they play, so they're done.
It might be you guys. If you
Texans?
win your first game, you might go to Kansas City.
I was hoping we could move up to the 5th, play the Texans, beat them, and then go to Kansas City. That'd be great. We're tied right now, so anything's possible, really. You don't play the Ravens again, do you?
We do, but to win our division, we literally only have to beat the Ravens. We can lose the other 3 games and win the division. Like, we only have to, because we have a 2-game lead. But if they lose to the Eagles, they're going to beat the Ravens the next week. If they beat the Eagles, I think they're going to lose the Ravens. But beating the Eagles, I don't think that'll pretty much just seal it right there. It won't even matter what we do against Baltimore.
Need the Ravens to lose.
Yeah, it's just we'll see how it shakes out. We got a month. Let's not bore people with football.
All right. It seemed like they were actually enjoying it, surprisingly.
Yeah, some of them were, for sure. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I'm excited because this is the first time in probably about a decade where going into a playoff run, I'm like, you know what? My team actually can make a legit run. The last couple times we've been in there, I've been like, I'm just happy to be here, man. Yeah. I mean, Matt even knows. I said it last year. I'm just happy to be here. Just happy to be here. Hey, we made it somehow, some way. It ain't like that this time. It ain't like that. It's like they got a chance. So
I shouldn't, but I believe. I'm just saying. You heard it. You heard it here. You told it to me when you were texting when I was watching the Browns game, and I was texting you back.
And guess what, Matt? You
Bo
believe. And guess what? I woke up today feeling dangerous. So let's see what's like. Yeah.
Bo's not eating that sandwich. So don't worry about it. God, I love Bo. He's my hero. He's my hero. Yeah. It's good.
All right, Matt. Let's get out of here.
We're getting out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hit the like on the way out. If you're not subscribed to Nick at the Lost River Driving over there, go do it down below in the description box. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And if you're watching after the fact, let us know your favorite Christmas horror movies down below. And we will see you guys in the next time. Fuck you. I don't even know. Where are we going to go? I need something. We'll go this way. Next month.
Brother?
I'm Paul. You must be Tommy.
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.